Finale.
Finale time, baby. Sorry. Finale time.
Finale time.
So you were just about to tell me.
Yeah, so I'm excited to watch this episode. But I'm not excited to watch this episode. Like, I want to watch it. I already know what happens. I think it'll play out really well. But I know what comes after this episode. So
Part 2.
So I
Part dos.
I can't really say much. Like, I don't. I'm excited, but I'm not. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not.
I'm excited. I'm ready to see Beast Mode Joel in live action.
I am too. I'm
ready for it.
I love this part. I just don't.
See how they end it. See how they end the live action adaptation.
I'm excited because they've done changes to the show throughout this season.
I think they're going to introduce somebody.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to...
Very briefly, but I think they're going to do it.
Just start it.
And I'm up as soon as it happens. Before we start it...
I'm like dreading. I'm not dreading. I'm excited for the episode.
So you're being a negative Nancy,
I'm
man.
I'm...
I need you to start being a positive Perry. Buck up. It's the Last of Us finale.
I know, and I'm excited.
I know. Anyway, if you've watched the Breaking Bad episodes, if you've seen the finale, we're doing something different for finale episodes on like shows we're watching. When we get to the season finale, we're doing something a little different where we do like a little bit of a longer discussion at the end of it. We'll discuss our favorite moments from the season, our favorite episode, our favorite characters, although I think we already know our favorite characters because we already know this. We'll talk about the different, like the changes we liked, the changes we didn't like between the game and the show, and then we will rate. We have our ratings for the other episodes, and then we'll rate this one privately, and then we'll tell each other our ratings and compare it to the IMDb rating, overall rating. So do that at the end. Just posted a new type of video called A Trip to the Movies. It's going to be a new series where it's like a little vlog / reaction review to newer movies in the theater where we can't do like a physical live reaction like this. It'll just be like our initial thoughts, and we do a spoiler / non-spoiler review of it with a little fun minute or two long vlog on the way and back from the movie theater. Just some little different change of pace from what we normally do, just to switch it up a little bit. So we just posted our first one of that for the new Scream movie, and we'll be doing that for future movies that come out in theater. So just a heads up for that. Those will be fun. We're still doing Breaking Bad. Just started season 2 today, which is getting pretty crazy. Excited to keep watching that. When we're done with The Last of Us, I think we're going to start The Boys, probably. We've had that requested a couple times. We both want to watch and catch up because the new season, I don't know when it comes out, but Jeffrey Dean was announced in it. She's a big Jeffrey Dean fan. I love Jeffrey Dean too, but she heard that he was in it and she was like, oh my God, we got to get caught up. So.
Literally only want to watch it because heard Jeffrey Dean was going to be in it. But I actually have heard from like my older brother. He's been telling me to watch it for about a year now. So
I've seen season 1, but nothing past that. She hasn't seen any of it. So we're going to do season 1 together. It'll be just kind of a refresh for me and a first time watch for her. And then it'll be a first time watch for both of us. So we'll knock that out alongside Breaking Bad. And I think we're going to continue Mando. The first one wasn't very popular. But I think we're going to continue it anyway, just because we already started it.
Yeah, we'll see. If you're interested in watching us react to Mando, let us know. Or if you're not, let us know.
Yeah, and we take recommendations as well. People like to recommend shows and movies and stuff on our Breaking Bad videos. So if you guys have any recommendations, let us know.
We've gotten a lot of recommendations for TV shows. Maybe give us some more movies, because I'd be down to watch some movies.
Be down to do some movies.
Because the movies that we watched were not good.
I've planned on posting them to the channel, but I changed my mind because I don't want to edit through them.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't be good videos in my opinion. So
If you have good movie recommendations, let us know.
yeah, and I think people would get mad at us because we're just trashing the movies the whole time. So
sorry.
What we're doing with that is somebody mentioned something about a Patreon page, which I was pretty new to Patreon. I don't really know what it is still, hardly, but it's like a subscription-based thing. I'm sure you guys know what it is. So I'm creating one of those, and I'm switching all of the reactions that we've done so far. I'm taking all the full lengths and putting it onto the Patreon, and I won't make the Patreon live until that's done, so that there's content on it, because I'm not about to charge people for a no-content page. So, but going forward, all of our full reactions will be on there, as well as some movies that don't make the channel. I'll throw those reactions on there, like the 4 that we just mentioned. We did Bones and All, Don't Worry Darling, Fall, and then Megan. And I'm not putting those on the channel. Those will be on the Patreon page. If you want to go,
If you want to see us
trash some movies,
yeah, check it out.
I'm sure they're funny. I haven't watched them back yet. I'm sure they're funny because we're just talking shit the whole time. But yeah, if you're interested in a Patreon page,
Let us know.
I'll make more updates later down the road when I get that closer to being live. But something I'm working on at the moment. Also working on a Discord channel, which isn't live yet either. But if people would be interested in that, joining a Discord channel and with other people that love movies and shows and stuff and getting there and chat it up. Something I'd be down to do as well. So just let us know. Just some stuff we're working on.
With that being said,
Enough rambling. We'll catch you at the end of the episode. We're going to start this one up. We are on episode 9, the finale.
And it's 43 minutes, which is crazy to me because that is the shortest episode of the season. And it's the finale.
Kind of worrying, but I have faith. I have faith in them.
I do too.
Title, Look for the Light. Start her up.
Aw.
Shout out to Ashley, man.
I literally thought that was Ellie because I heard it and I was like, oh, it's Ellie.
As soon as as soon as I saw the back of her head, I was like, oh.
I heard her and I was like, oh, that's Ellie, but I forgot that.
There she is. For all the non-gamers, I'm sure you know already, but if not, this is Ellie in the game. Full circle gets to be Ellie's mom in the show. I need to hear her voice right now.
I need to see some clickers.
It's me.
Oh, man. Oh, her voice.
This is weird.
It's very weird. Because that's Ellie's voice.
Yeah. I can't, pretend that it's not either. Like, with Tommy and Joel, their appearances, they, made it sound different.
Tommy's you could hear a little bit more than Joel's.
This is Ellie.
Yeah, her voice is just her voice. Troy, you could tell, deepens it a little bit for the role. But hers, she's just talking. Got to see her kill an infected in live action.
Holy shit, her baby came out?
Just plopped right out.
Yeah, you tell him. You fucking tell him, Ellie. You're so tough. I got you. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
That made me emotional.
So my eyes were getting a little watery for a second. God, we're fucking nerds.
I know that's not even the first time I'm gonna cry.
I want you to take her with you to Boston. Find someone to bring her up and make sure that she's safe.
I can't do that.
And I want you to give her this. Her name is Ellie. I can't. How long have we known each other?
Our whole lives.
So you pick her up right now, and then you kill me.
I can't kill you.
No. Please, please.
Wow, really?
Marlene fucking sucks, man.
She's gonna let her suffer in there.
Marlene!
You better turn around and fucking do it, bro.
She's a fucking pansy.
Hold her head.
Get your dumbass in there, bro.
Years.
Hurry up and do it.
God, that if she didn't do it, that was gonna piss me off.
You're supposed to cover her ears, dickhead. Damn, so Marley knew her whole life. And then she does what she's about to do.
Ellie,
Marlene fucking
you
sucks.
hear me?
No, got it.
There's one scene that better be in here. One particular scene before the hospital
I know what you're talking about.
that better be in here.
I know what you're talking about. Ah, Marlene's a bitch. I had to get myself together.
Yeah, Marlene sucks, man. I could never.
He had a guitar in that RV.
Talking about.
It's all smashed up, but
I'll talk
got
about it
me
later.
thinking,
Fuck
maybe I
Marlene.
should find one. I haven't played in forever. In fact, I was thinking maybe I could teach you. I bet you'd be great at it. You want to learn how to play guitar? Okay, so this is what I'm thinking.
Cut through that building to get around that stuff, find a skyscraper, go up and look around.
Actually, this time I was thinking we blast our way through that rubble. I found some dynamite in that RV back there.
Really?
No, so we're gonna cut through that building, find a skyscraper, go up and look around. I had you going, didn't I?
Ooh, we're about to get it.
Ah, yeah, we are.
He said, damn it. Ooh, we're about to get it.
Ellie!
I knew exactly what scene you were talking about.
Ellie!
Come on!
Get your old ass up there, Joel. Let's go. And they got the music in there.
I just want to let everybody know giraffe is my favorite animal. So I especially love this scene.
Scary.
I won't.
Oh my god.
Stay there.
Do you see all of them?
Him watching Ellie feed that giraffe was so cute. He was just like admiring how happy she
Oh, we
was.
did get to see all of them.
That'd be such a sight to see.
Perfect.
I'll follow you anywhere you go. But there's no halfway with this. We finish what we started.
Damn it. Fucking embarrassing. Got my eyes also probably all red.
This show has caused me too much emotional damage.
And we're only on part 1.
She said I'll follow you anywhere you go. Oh, fuck.
Because they're meteor.
That's terrible. That's a.
She said,
She
"Oh,
said,
fuck you."
fuck
You're right.
you.
All right. What did the green grape say to the purple grape?
I'll give it a 5. 5 out of 10.
Was that really necessary?
Our doctor. He thinks that the cordyceps anelli has
Fuck
grown
that
since
guy.
Why is she in surgery?
It produces a kind of chemical messenger.
Cordyceps grows inside the brain.
Yeah, go ahead, give him the kicker.
Yeah.
It does.
Tell him how you're gonna kill your best friend's child. Marlene sucks, man.
She's so fucking.
I could never. Your best friend's child.
She's like, I promise to keep her alive
And you're gonna
until she turns 14.
and then you're gonna have her killed for a cure that won't even fucking work to begin with. Even if it does work, it won't work.
I'm so excited for this.
Fuck you. I don't have time for this.
Yup. Good night. Ooh, I can hear the music brewing already. Ooh, look at him. Wipes the room, or you think he lets some of them live?
I hope he wipes the room.
I won't let you take her.
Unhook her.
He's a better man than me. I didn't let him live.
I didn't either. I wiped the whole room in the game.
As long as that fucker's dead.
Yeah.
Fuck that
you.
guy.
Can I do that on camera? I did it twice already. Does YouTube allow that?
Hope so. It's going up. So we didn't get a hint of a certain somebody yet.
It'll be the end.
If we get it. Might not.
I think we will. I think it'll be at the end. Maybe. I don't know. That happened. It is only 43 minutes. I keep forgetting that.
Are people hurt?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. You've just come after her.
Rust and piss. Marlene sucks. It's still fuck Marlene. Shout out to the actress though.
Yeah.
All love to the actress. Really cool to see her come back actually for the live action.
You find something new to fight for. And maybe that's not what you
Swear
want.
to me. Swear to me that everything you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay.
Wow.
That's it. It's the end. Ashley Johnson, shout out to her. Let's talk about the episode a little bit. Let's talk about it. Get my office. So we didn't get a hint at a certain somebody.
Yeah, I'm not going to say her name either.
I was kind of expecting to,
So was I.
but I'm kind of glad they didn't.
Me too.
Kind of glad they left her out. Because fuck her. No,
I'm not going to say her name.
No, I'm kidding. It is fuck her, but that's not why I'm glad. I'm glad they kept her out just because
It's not her time.
it's still true to part 1 for her to not be there.
Yeah. It's not her time.
So I'm glad they didn't do that. Looking at it now.
Me too.
I forget what I was about to say. I had something on my fucking in there, forgot it.
I feel like that episode was very emotional.
It was
Not
sure.
for the audience, I feel like more so for the characters. Like the relationship between the characters. I feel like it was
Yeah.
very emotional.
I feel like there was a lot of stuff going on for the characters emotionally between each other. The talks they were having were kind of deep, kind of conversation that I don't think they've had. Well, that they've had that we've seen at least. I mean, they've spent a lot of time together, but I don't think we've seen that much deep talk between them.
They like opened up to each other.
Quite a bit,
I'm talking about Joel and Ellie.
yeah. Obviously,
I know, but I was
No.
saying the characters. I didn't know.
I'm just being a dick, but yeah, it's still fuck Marlene though.
I'm sorry. I just don't.
It's
I don't
fuck
like
Marlene.
her.
I'm sorry, but even if the cure did work, it wouldn't have worked. I mean, the world's fucking broken, man. It's like, it's over. It's done.
Well, and, like,
it's been done for 20 plus years.
I was
now.
gonna say, if
You're not fixing that.
maybe if it was like a year or whatever, but it's been
It's been 20 plus
Ages.
years. There's no government. There's a bunch of different factions going after each other.
yeah.
There's cannibals, there's raiders and rapists, and just crazy people all over the place, plus infected everywhere. You're not fixing that. I'm sorry.
And that's around the world.
And there's gonna be the people
The
that are like, "Oh, well, no,
world.
you could have fixed it with the cure." You start
No.
little by little, and it takes time. It would take a long fucking time to fix that. It would take a long fucking time to fix that if it ever got fixed. And I personally don't believe that would get fixed.
Because that there was so much damage over the course of you said 20 years.
Yeah.
I don't think it could get fixed either. It's like long past due the time of getting fixed.
There's just no putting the world back together.
Yeah, there's already too much damage that has been done.
And
You can't fix 20 years worth of shit.
And like you have the cure or whatever, you say, well, people can't get infected now. Whatever. Like that's still not enough. If I were in Joel's position, that's still not enough to convince me to not save her, personally.
No.
And it shouldn't be enough for Marlene to be like, yeah, kill her.
No.
Your best friend's child. If that was my
Yeah.
best friend's child, if I show up to my best friend with their baby, right after their baby was born, their dying wish is, hey, protect my child. And I let that child grow up, and they get
To be a lab experiment, pretty much.
yeah.
But the time
Whether
she's
it's for
14,
humankind or whatever, I don't give a shit. Not doing it.
Yeah. And especially if I was in Joel's shoes. Like, after losing a child and literally having PTSD and all that emotional damage and being closed off to literally everybody in his life, when he finally, like, meets Ellie, that's his daughter. That's his child.
Yeah, which they did a lot better job showing in the show.
Yeah, I agree.
I will say that's one thing the show does better, is that it makes Joel a little bit more understandable and why he does that. So I think that is a good change for new viewers to see and understand his decision a little bit more. Because there was a lot of back and forth discussion between the gamers on if he was right or wrong. I personally think he was right.
I personally think he was
And
right also.
Troy Baker, I'm pretty sure it's Troy Baker that said it in an interview that people were like, well, you could have saved the world, which is bullshit in my opinion. But he was like, he was saving the world. He was saving Joel's world.
Yeah, Ellie
Whether
is
that's
his
selfish.
world.
It's selfish, sure, but like that was his world. at that time, and he saved it. So
That is his daughter.
yeah, I mean that's
Point
his family.
blank.
That was his family at that point. That was the one person he cared about.
Yeah, and before he even knew that Tommy was alive, Ellie was the only family that he had because he lost Tess. So,
And I mean, they traveled across the country together. Spent all that time together. He learned to love her and care about her. As you said, he learned to open up to her, which he hadn't done since.
in years, since
Sarah.
Sarah died.
So,
I mean, I assume he opened up to Tess, but
I mean, yeah. But I mean, in that extent,
yeah.
yeah. He was right, man. Sorry, not sorry. Fuck Marlene.
And like, if I was Joel and I was in those shoes, I'd do the same thing. Especially, like, I'm going to wake up from getting knocked out, and then you're about to tell me, oh, she's on the operating table. She's about to have surgery. She's out.
And you're about to look at me and go, no, you don't understand. I'm the only one who understands. Fuck you, Marlene. You spent how much time with Ellie? Ellie didn't even know who you were when you met.
Yeah, so clearly you didn't spend enough time with her. You didn't care about
You
her.
didn't do shit.
Your best friend's
And you're
child
talk-
doesn't even know who you are.
And you're talking about, oh, I'm the only one who understands. Fuck off. Talk about a selfish character.
I was going to say Marlene
That
is
dumb
selfish.
bitch right there, man. Shut up.
Anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna make people mad.
I don't care.
We're
Like-
gonna make people mad, but I don't care. Joel was right. Don't care.
I mean, you're just not going to tell me that he's wrong. I'm sorry, you're just not. You,
I mean, you can tell us, but you're just not gonna convince us.
That's
our
you're
opinion.
wrong. I'm just kidding.
No, that's just our
Every-
opinion. You
yeah,
can have your opinion.
That's your
fine,
own
but
opinion.
That's our
That's
opinion.
I just personally believe that he was right. Let us know in the comments.
We can debate it. No real hate over here, though.
Yeah, no. Your opinion's your opinion. I'll respect it.
We can have respectful discussions here.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't happen often in the Last of Us community.
No, it doesn't.
We'll be honest. It
I learned
doesn't.
that very quickly after I played the game.
But we can do it here. We can have safe conversation here. We won't judge you too hard. There'll be friendly judgment.
Yeah.
Promise. Just show us the same respect, please. I've gotten into some pretty bitter arguments on Twitter with some people when part 2 came out.
Yeah, now we're on to part 2.
Oh man. I still think
That's-
if you are a viewer and you haven't played the games, I think you should still go play the games before part 2 comes out.
Yes,
and
play
experience
the
it that way.
games before part 2 comes out.
I think you should experience it that way.
Yes. Like, after playing the game and then, like, watching it unfold was very fun. It was very enjoyable. It was...
means more.
Yeah, it does.
It means more.
I feel like it makes you appreciate, like, the original story a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, because you see how the story was originally intended. Mm-hmm. And, like, now, obviously, we're seeing a little bit of a lesser version, but also a modified version of it.
Yeah.
You know, Neil's kind of going back over his steps and writing in some things that he wished he would have done with the game, and that's fine. But the original story is still the original story, and in my opinion, the better version of the story.
Yeah.
So
And it's honestly, it's fun to, like, watch episode by episode and compare between the game and that episode and, like, that specific part in the game.
yeah, it's nice to see the changes.
Because it is different. Like, going into every episode, I was like, I know what to expect, but I don't, because they've been changing it a little bit. So it was kind of like a new episode.
Yeah,
It's like a new little story.
you got two different versions of the same story.
Yeah.
And
And I
there's-
like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and there were some changes that I liked a lot, and there were some that I didn't care for as much.
Yeah, but that's normal.
Yeah,
You know?
both are great, but I'll always be partial to the game because I've been playing the game for 10 years. So
I enjoy the game as well.
you just get more time with the game and the story in the game. So I think that's
Yeah,
why I'll
and I
always be
feel like in the
partial to
game you like have more of a relationship between the characters
Yeah,
because
and I mean,
you get more time with the characters, like you said.
yeah, and you're playing as the characters, so it's like
Yeah.
there's that little.
It's like a personal-
connection
yeah.
as well
Yeah.
that you get. So I don't know if you're a gamer and you haven't played it yet, I suggest going and playing it.
Yeah.
It's
And the
definitely
personal
worth it.
connection that you get with the characters in the game makes you appreciate the characters in the show more because you already have like a connection with them. So I highly recommend playing the second game before part 2 comes out. So you can feel that way also.
Good luck. Part 2 is a
Luck
journey.
to you.
Part 2 is a journey.
Part 2 is... I'm not going to sit here and talk
Yeah, we're
about
not
part
going to
2.
go into part 2.
But the only thing I will comment on part 2 is it is a fucking roller coaster.
It's rough.
That is
It's a
all I'm
very
going to say.
bumpy roller coaster. Very bumpy one.
You may get off the roller coaster and be like, that was great. And you may be like, that fucking sucked.
It's a very 50-50 game. There's very few people that are in the middle about it.
Yeah.
And I've kind of grown in the middle. I've grown to appreciate the game more over time. To be completely honest, the first time I played it, I did not like the game. Hated it. Hated the game the first time I played it. But over time, I learned to appreciate it a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And now I like the game now. I think it's a good game. I still think it has flaws, but it's a good story.
I will say sorry. I will say the story of the second game, in my personal opinion, I think is great. I don't know how you feel about the story.
I think it's good. Don't think it's great. I think it's good. There's just a few things that I think could have been done differently in the game, in the story. But we're not going to go into details.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about it, but we're going to talk about this, and this about the game. Pretty much. It's how that just went.
I know, sorry. There's a lot of things I want to say about part 2 now that it's like coming out, but for people that haven't seen it, I feel that they're like, shut up.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry if you're one of those people and you're like, oh my god, all these people talk about this part now.
It's hard. It's hard to not
It is
talk about the
hard.
games because we know the games. And, you know, obviously an adaptation, you got to compare it to the games because that's what it's originating from. So if it's annoying, sorry.
I am really excited for part 2 to come out.
I'm excited. It's going to be
A roller coaster.
it's going to be a journey.
I'm excited. And I'm excited to finally talk about it like freely.
I'm
Anyway.
sure there will be discussion by that time.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll have some discussion. But anyway, let's favorite moments.
Oh. So
A couple of favorite moments from the season. What do you got?
not to be basic, but any Joel and Ellie moment I really just enjoy. That just like hits home for me. Mm-hmm. Any moment that Joel and Ellie have, I just love. My favorites in the I almost said in the game. My favorites in the show. Oh god, that's a hard one. There's a lot. I'm trying to think of like specific ones that I really like. I really liked the moment that Joel and Ellie had when it was kind of like the first time that they, I don't want to say like opened up to each other, but when they were like laying down, getting ready to go to bed, and Ellie was like cracking jokes and making Joel laugh for literally the very first time.
I was gonna say that's definitely one of mine because we don't get that in the game.
No.
So that was really cool to see in the show.
And that was like letting the audience know that Ellie was like Joel's like happiness.
Yeah.
And that's
the
like,
start of it.
yeah, because she weaseled her way in there and
She does that for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
Joel,
really
like,
enjoyed
that opened up a little bit. That was, like, a Joel side that we didn't see, that we didn't think was there, which I enjoyed.
I was gonna say the exact same one actually.
Really?
I really liked the Ken episode with Tommy. I said it during the episode that has my favorite moment in either game.
Yeah.
The conversation between Ellie and Joel. It was good in the show as well. It wasn't. I know I'm comparing it to the game. I keep doing that, but in the game, it is like one of the best moments in either game for me personally. I love that scene. And in the show, I thought they did a fantastic job as
They
well.
did.
And they'd made it their own, which I appreciated. I liked that they weren't just trying to completely mimic the game.
They made it emotional for the audience, which I
Yeah, it
Liked.
fit their versions of the character.
yes.
And I thought they did the scene a lot of justice, and I was really happy with it. Also, Henry and Sam's death scene, I thought was very well done in the show. I think it was a little bit better
Very.
than the game, actually.
Yes. And I will say that actor, both actors for Henry and Sam were phenomenal.
They were both great.
They were both really good, which I was really happy about because Sam and Henry in the game, like that sucked in the game.
Yeah.
But like watching it, I was like way more emotional watching
It was definitely more emotional.
because
live
of the
action.
actors.
Yeah.
The actors made it more emotional, and that I feel like is very hard to do as an actor.
And seeing Ellie's reaction to it
Yeah.
at the very end was also very Bella's little, even though it was like a split second performance, the performance in that scene was crazy.
Her like shock, like the look on her face was, I feel like, would be a genuine reaction.
For sure.
I
Yeah.
also liked the one that we just got with Joel and Ellie feeding the giraffe, and Joel.
Love that scene in the game.
Me too. And Joel just kind of like looking at Ellie and like realizing like that is a happy moment for her.
Yeah.
And he's
And for him.
Yeah, and he's there like witnessing it with her.
Because it was a happy moment for her, I think that made it a happy moment for him.
Yeah. And he was just like in awe of how happy she was. And I feel like that showed like the love that Joel has for Ellie.
Accidentally has for her.
Yeah.
He's like, damn it. He's like, damn it, I think I love this little girl.
I
Fuck
also
you, Neil Druckmann.
I also really liked the scene in the third episode. Why can't I think of their names right now?
Bill and Frank?
Yeah, Bill and Frank. I just had a brain fart. When Bill and Frank and Joel and Tess are like all outside having dinner. I liked that scene a lot.
That was cool. That was another change. Sorry. Oh, God damn, it's late. That was another episode and just part of the story in general that I thought was a good change.
Yeah, I'm glad that we got some background on them.
While I do really love Bill's town in the game because you get a lot of Bill and Ellie interaction, which is some of the best dialogue you get from Ellie.
Yes.
It's just so funny. I think that's where you really see like
her personality.
her personality really shines in that part of the game. But we already had that part of the story. We didn't really know much of Bill's background, so seeing Bill's background with Frank was really cool as
Yeah.
well. So that was a nice little switch up for me. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I enjoyed it.
I did too.
I thought it was good.
I think those are my favorite moments. Right? Oh, one of my top favorite moments, even though it's not like sentimental or cute or anything like that, was when all those fucking infected came up from
With the
the
bloater?
ground.
With the bloater.
Yes.
Yeah, that scene was crazy.
That was crazy.
That whole episode was just fucking batshit.
Yeah. My
such a
only
good
gripe
episode.
with the first season is that I do not think that there were enough time for, like, with the clickers.
Just the infected in general, really.
Yeah, and the infected. Like, I wanted more of that. That's my only gripe, I think, with the season. Was I wish that we had more infected content and more clicker content.
Yeah.
Because in the game, they are everywhere. I mean, I guess...
It's part of
'Cause
the,
it's a
the
game.
gameplay versus them trying to tell the story, which I get, but I still think just here and there, I think they could have thrown in something. I guess I don't know.
I feel like just...
I have the same little we could have got more of that, but at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, it's like, but was it really necessary for the story? I
Well,
guess.
because my argument is like Joel and Ellie literally traveled from point A to point B, and it took a minute. And that whole time, they
Months.
barely saw any infected, any clickers.
I mean, and if they did, it was off screen. Which,
Yeah,
I mean, I
but-
guess, it would have just been filler stuff to see them do it, but it just would have been cool to see here and there, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. That's my only gripe with the season. Other than that, I thought the first season was very good.
I thought as a whole it was great. I had a couple little things here and there that I didn't necessarily care for, but nothing huge. I thought they actually did a very good job at adapting the story into a show. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, they did.
Some of my biggest gripes, I think, came from the winter months. Just because that's, like, my favorite part of the story. But,
I feel like we should
I
talk
s-
more about specifics when we go to.
yeah, I still
these.
rated that episode really highly, so. They weren't big gripes. But, let's get on to the episode. Episode rating.
Oh, mine's upside down.
Okay, let me pull up IMDb.
Don't look.
Don't look at my shit. All right. For episode 1, the pilot. I feel like we might have the same ranking. I have the episode.
Oh, you have them on your
I have it
phone.
here.
Okay, my apologies.
So, episode 1, the pilot. When you're lost in the darkness. What did you rate it?
I gave it a 10 out of 10.
I also gave it a 10. I don't think they could have done that episode any better. I thought that was the absolute best version of what they could have done with that.
I agree. We watched that episode 4 or 5 times.
In a matter of, like, what,
Days.
3 days?
And that is the only episode that we have watched like that much.
Yeah. I will say it wasn't my favorite episode. But
No, me neither.
it was a fucking amazing
It
episode.
was really good.
I don't think they could have done it better.
I agree.
So that was that. IMDb rated it a 9.2 out of 10.
I'll take that.
Pretty good rating. Episode 2, titled Infected. What'd you give it?
A 10.
A 10.
I gave it a 10.
Wow. I gave it an 8.
Really?
I did. Just because, which is still a good rating for me. A 7 and 8 is like an average rating for me, which means like I enjoyed the episode. It was good. A 9 means I'm like, I really liked the episode, like is above average. And 10, I only give like 1 or 2 episodes a season. Because that's like this is like the top of what these episodes could be. So I gave it an 8. I really liked it, but I just didn't think it was like up there for me to give it a higher rating. Liked it, but yeah.
I really enjoyed that episode. I really liked the little change that they made from the game versus the show. Because in the game, when Tess and all of them are in that building, who is it that comes in? I forget.
It's not the infected. It's the
It's like,
the people that I don't remember what
I don't
the
know.
fuck they were.
I don't either.
The Fedra.
Fedra,
was.
that's right. Fedra goes in
Get my
there.
head together. Yeah.
But
she has a gunfight instead.
yeah. I like that she got taken out by the infected, and I really liked the change that they made of all of them just like buzzing past her, except for that one.
Yeah, and then she blew them all up.
Yeah, I really liked that. I liked the when all of them were kind of like laying together and like moving as one, like synced. I liked that. I thought
That
that
was
was really
cool.
interesting. I don't know. I just really liked that episode. I thought it was really good.
That's fair. A lot of other people did because he got a 9.1. So
In the beginning of that episode, I really liked as well.
what is that where they have the talk with Ellie and
Yes, when she like wakes up and like that,
yeah. It was a really good episode.
and she like wakes up and is like eating that sandwich.
Don't think that my 8 means that I have issues with the episode because I don't. It's just not like my favorite. One of my favorite episodes that was in the season is all, or one of the best ones that I thought.
I liked it.
All right,
Oh shit!
episode 3, long time. What did you rate it?
I gave it an 8.
I gave it a 9. IMDb gave it an 8 solid, 8 flat.
Okay, that's
Which-
that's what I gave it.
It was lower for a while because I think people were review bombing it a little bit because people were like, "Oh, woke." I thought it was good. I thought it was a great story. Looking back on it, I will agree. I don't think it did anything for the storyline as a whole. It was really just a story for Bill to see some Bill's background, which as a fan of the game was really cool to see. But I think as a first-time viewer, I don't think it really did much for the story.
I agree with that. I gave it an 8 because I liked the story. I liked the Bill and Frank story. I liked that we got his background because you don't really get it in the game. I just don't think that it should have been a full-length episode.
It was a long episode.
It was a
like an hour and
long
half.
episode for, like, at a point, I forgot that, like, what I was watching. Not saying that it was a bad story because the story was beautiful. I loved that story. I just don't think it should have been a full-length episode.
It was very long.
Yeah. And I really wanted a specific scene to happen from the game that didn't happen in the show. Between
you, man.
Bill and Ellie. Yeah.
Yeah. I will say that it did kind of suck to not get the interactions between the two. But again, I just thought the episode was so well done and the story was just so well done that I didn't care. I was just like, this is such a
The
good
story
episode.
was very good.
It was very good. It could, like, again, I don't think it did much for the overall story of the show,
Yeah.
but I just, as a gamer, it was cool to see Bill's background. Because we don't get that much in the game.
Yeah.
So, episode 4, Please Hold to My Hand. What'd you give it?
Episode 4, I gave it an 8.
I also gave it an 8. Because I thought it was a good episode. But it was kind of just nothing crazy in it, really.
Yeah. If I'm right, I feel like that episode was a little slower.
Kind of. That's when Henry and Sam showed up at the very end. But that was the one
Yeah.
that had that moment that you really liked with Ellie and Joel.
Yeah.
That we both really liked. I liked it too. But there was just nothing in it that really like blew me away.
Yeah,
That's
same.
why I didn't give it a higher. What the fuck's going on with my hair here? I look ridiculous. Good lord. Anyway. Yeah, just nothing crazy in it. That's why I didn't give it a higher rating. But it was still good. I enjoyed it. Episode 5, Endure and Survive. What'd you
This
give it?
episode with Henry and Sam.
Yep.
I gave episode 5 a 10.
I gave it a 10 as well.
That
This is
episode
easily my favorite episode in the
Yeah,
series.
me too.
Episode was fucking batshit crazy. And Henry, the actor for Henry was so much better than I ever thought they could have casted.
Yeah, same.
Same with Sam. Sam was great too, but just had the actor for Henry was awesome. You like actually blew me away. A little bit.
And two, like Henry and Sam were in one episode, and I feel like that they did a very big impact on the audience. And I feel like as an actor, that's very hard to do in just one episode.
Yeah, I would say that he did about as good a job as you could ask of him.
That episode was great from
Henry
start
and
to
Sam.
finish.
Henry and Sam.
Yes.
It was action packed. It was such a fast moving episode.
It was great.
And of course, we had the bloater scene,
Yeah.
and we saw Tommy get ripped in 2 pieces.
And that child clicker was crazy.
That fucked that dumbass woman up. I don't remember
Yeah.
her name. She sucked.
I don't remember her name either.
Not the actress. The actress did a good job. But the
Actress
character
is
sucked.
great.
Yeah, when we talk shit about characters, it's just the character.
It's the
not
character,
actress.
yeah, not the
Not the
actual,
actors.
not the actual person.
Like I know we trash Marlene, but we don't hate the actress. Actually,
Yeah.
we appreciate the actress. She's great. But yeah, loved that episode. That's easily my favorite episode of the season.
Me too.
And IMDb gave that one a 9.5. On to episode 6, Ken. What'd you give it?
I gave episode 6 a 9.
I gave it a 9 as well.
We're like matching up.
I think we only
I promise we didn't look at each other.
2 and 3 we flip-flopped, but after that we've been pretty in sync so far. But we got more Tommy content, which I really like Tommy.
I really like the actor for Tommy.
They casted him very well. I like him in both the game and the show. We get a lot more Tommy in part 2, which I'm excited for. Because I'm a big fan. We got to see Jackson a little bit,
Yeah.
which is cool. They hinted at some part 2 stuff in there.
Yep.
We saw Dina, which I know you don't know who that is yet, and Shimmer,
Ellie's horse.
which you also don't know yet. but they're in part 2, which I don't think that's a spoiler. They're just in it. That's not really like
I wouldn't say it's a spoiler.
it's just characters from part 2. Not really a spoiler. If so, I'm sorry, but they're just there. They're just characters. But so that was
and we
cool.
get that moment.
Yeah, it was cool to see them hinting at stuff. And we also got the moment, which I thought they did a very good job with, which I was happy with. So I gave it a 9. I really enjoyed the episode.
I did too.
IMDb gave it an 8.9,
Solid.
which is fair. Episode 7, Left Behind. What'd you give it?
A 7.
I gave it a 7 as well.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm surprised that me and you are matching up
And
this close.
Disclaimer, that is the lowest rated episode for me, is Left Behind. Not because I don't like the story of Left Behind, but because that was the only episode that we got to the end and I was like, really?
That is the episode that made me be like, okay, I'm nervous.
Yeah, that was the only episode I got to the end unsatisfied.
Me too.
And it wasn't that the episode really did anything wrong. Now that we got to the end, I don't think the episode did anything wrong. I just think I don't know. Looking back on it, there's really nothing wrong with the episode. I don't think it needed to be a full episode of that.
Yes.
In the game, that's not even in the original game. It's just a DLC. Which it's cool to see Ellie's little prequel story, how she gets bit and whatnot. But is it really needed for the overall main journey? No.
And if they wanted to add it into the story, into the season, again, like you said, I don't think it should have been a full-length episode.
Well, I thought they were going to do it like the DLC, which the DLC, the way that it goes is it's not just all Ellie and Riley. It bounces back and forth between Ellie and Riley and Ellie searching for supplies for Joel. And it kind of comes together into a story in itself, which I think was done really well. And that's what I thought they were going to do for the show, and they didn't, and that's why I think I got to the end and was like, it didn't have the same impact.
Yeah.
Because it had its own story to tell in the DLC, and it didn't do that in the show. It was just kind of like, hey, here's the prequel. This is how Ellie got bit. So at the end of it, I was just kind of left like, eh. It was still a good episode. Still a good episode, just could have been better.
Yeah. I agree.
And there's no water guns.
Yeah, I was really kind of sad about that.
What the fuck, Neil?
Like, you're gonna take that out?
Yeah, you lost 3 points because of no water gun.
The water gun fight definitely would have made it an 8.
Yeah, water gun scene would have made it an 8. But that's your fault, Neil.
If you don't know what
Take
scene
up
we're talking
yourself.
about, play the game, or if you're not a gamer, watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it on YouTube, watch the story of the game. And go to the water gun part.
Yeah. All love to Neil, by the way. I know I'm trashing him. I keep trashing him in these videos, but it's all love to him.
Yeah.
Good job to you, Neil. You did great.
You're doing a great job.
You fucking bastard. All right, anyway. Episode 7, IMDb gave it a 7.4. So that is the lowest rated episode. Episode 8, When We Are in Need, a.k.a. the winter months. What'd you give it?
So before I give my rating, I want to say I kind of struggled with rating this episode because I was really looking forward to the winter month in the show. With that being said, I gave it an 8. What did you give it?
A 3. No, I'm kidding. I gave it a 9.
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding. I gave it a 9.
I gave it an 8.
I really liked it still. The only gripe I had was David. He wasn't good enough for me.
Me too. He's way more intimidating in the game. He's way more scary.
He just didn't work as well in the show for me.
He just wasn't as intimidating in the show.
And the line delivery, I think, is much better in the game in that portion than the show. For David. Bella, I think, did a great job
Yeah.
in this episode. I think Joel did a great job in this episode. Seeing him do the little interrogation thing was sick.
Yeah, that was.
Love seeing that in the game. Love seeing it here. Ellie's little psycho moment where she kills David. Mm-hmm. I think they did justice. They like extended it in the show, which I thought was great.
Mm-hmm. She wasn't stepping on any plates though in the show.
Yeah, that's why it wasn't a 10, Neil, because she didn't step on a single broken plate. And those fucking broken plates are everywhere in the goddamn game. But she didn't step on one?
Not one.
Come on now. But, yeah, I don't know. I still really liked it.
I liked it. I gave it an 8 though, just because I don't want to say I expected a little bit more out of it, but I expected a little bit more out of it. And the ending.
That's fair.
I did like the ending. I thought the ending was good.
Oh, God.
But I gave it an 8.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't come after me.
Attacker. IMDb gave it a 9.4, so that is the second highest rated episode.
That episode, really.
People like the winter months.
I do too.
I do too. It's the best part of the story. All right, on to the finale, episode 9. Look for the light.
You want to say it at the same time?
What'd you give it? 3, 2, 1, 9.
9.
Nailed it.
Gave it a 9.
Wasn't perfect,
It
but
wasn't.
it was great. It's fantastic.
It wasn't perfect, but I liked it.
It was great. It's fantastic. I loved it. It just wasn't my favorite. It just wasn't like one of the
Yeah.
best episodes. That's why it's not a 10 for me.
Me too.
Just because I reserve the 10s for like 2, maybe 3 max, but I wasn't feeling a 10 for this one. Mm-mm. But I thought it was great. Seeing Joel clear out the hospital was sweet.
Yeah, and I liked how they did that scene.
But I liked the episode. I thought it was great. Thought it was emotional. Had me tearing up at the beginning.
Yeah, me too. I did expect to cry way more than I did. Mm-hmm. I feel like I cried a lot. I've cried a lot during this show. I'm happy to have a break.
Oh, that's because part 2 is going to be every episode.
It's a roller coaster. It's a fucking roller coaster.
But right now on IMDb, and take this with a grain of salt because there's only 1,000. Oh, there's. Okay, so there's more going in right now. It was saying a 9.9, but that's because there wasn't very many ratings out. Right now it's at a 9.6, and I'm sure within the week it'll probably change a little bit more. Might go up, might go down. So that's where it's at right now, though. It's a 9.6. And the show overall ended with a 9.1 out of 10 at the moment.
A 9.1 out of 10.
Yep. So
It's a solid rating.
that's where we're at. Let's do some trivia, some fun facts here, huh? Some fun facts,
Hey.
Gustavo. I'm not going to even try to say his last name because I can't say it, never have been able to say it. The music composer for the video games The Last of Us and The Last of Us Part 2 was brought on to compose the series soundtrack. So if you didn't know, it's the same guy who did the score for the games.
That's cool.
Oh, here's one. This is a good one. In the games, the fungus is spreading through spores in the air. For the show, they were replaced with tendrils. Neil Druckmann explained that this was a deliberate decision he made early on during the show's development, as he wanted to make the world more believable and the fungus more frightening. Which they explained, because for the game, there's a bunch of areas where there's spores, so you have to put on a gas mask. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of just a thing for the game, but realistically it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Because they'll walk into like a building and they'll be like, oh, spores, and they'll get to the end of the building, they'll be right at the edge of the building and take the gas masks off and be just fine, as if the spores wouldn't be leaking out.
Yeah.
So
It makes sense for the game, but I understand why they changed it in the show. With
Good
that
change.
being said, I wish we got more infected and more clickers.
yeah,
Again.
good change though. 4 actors from the games will star in the series adaptations. Merle Dandridge, I think it's Merle. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm really sorry. Reprises her role from the video game as Marlene. She's the only one to come back as the same character as well.
We like
Shout
the
out to
actress.
her.
Not Marlene, though.
Fuck Marlene, but shout out to her, the actress. And she was the first to be announced. Ashley Johnson, who played Ellie in both games, will play the new character Anna, who is Ellie's mom, obviously. Shout out to Ashley. Troy Baker, who played Joel Miller in both games, will play James, a secondary character that was in the original game. Shout out to Troy, we love you. Fuck James, though.
Yeah.
And then Jeffrey Pierce, who played Joel's brother Tommy in the games, and is now playing new character Perry. So, shout out to Jeffrey as well. The Last of Us 2013, which is the original game, has won over 200 Game of the Year awards, making it one of the most acclaimed and successful games of all time. Its sequel, The Last of Us Part 2 2020, would go on to beat that record 7 years later.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I want to say Part 2 was like the most awarded game of all time for a period. I want to say something passed it up, but I think it was the most awarded most awarded game of all time. It is the first HBO series to be based on a video game,
I didn't know that.
so it's kind of cool. This is a sad fact, actually. Annie Wershing, I want to say,
Yeah.
that's how you say the name, who voiced Tess in the Naughty Dog game, sadly passed away from an unspecified form of cancer on the eve of the airing of Season 1, Episode 3. She was just 45.
Rest in peace.
Remember when that happened? That was sad. Rest in peace to her.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, RIP to her. That sucks. She did a
That's
very good
sad.
job as Tess in the game.
She did such a good job as Tess in the game. I think those are pretty good.
While not part of the episode itself, this is just to piggyback off the last one. While not part of the episode itself, Naughty Dog dedicated the release of the third episode to Annie, who passed away earlier that day. So that was cool.
That's sad.
One last one. The clicker sound is made by the same two actors who did the male and female clicker voices in the video game. So
I
they
didn't know
also got to
that.
come back. That's cool.
That's really cool.
So there you go. There's some fun facts. We did our little episode ratings / comparison. I think we covered everything. We are almost an hour and 40 minutes in. This has been a long
You can
fucking video.
see how much I struggled with episode 8.
This has been a very long video. I'm going to take this off, actually. Very long video. It's going to take me freaking forever to edit. Cameo from the big pup. Her name is Hazel.
She's like, put me down.
She's got goofy legs. Her legs aren't... I don't know if you can see them. Yeah,
She's petrified.
she's like, man, if you don't put me down. All right, I'll put you down. Sorry.
I'm gonna take these off.
Just
too.
quick cameo from the dog. And the other one. Because he likes to get his camera time. His screen time.
He's got a haircut.
He's trying to get his screen time minutes up. Say hi. Quit looking at us. Look at the camera. There you go.
They both just woke up from sleeping.
Yes, they're about to go be hyper. Off camera. Goodbye. All right, I think that's it. This is long
That's
enough.
the
video
end of The
already.
Last of Us season 1.
Yeah.
Bittersweet.
Yeah. No more Last of Us videos for a while. Sad. But as we said at the beginning of the video, we got some other stuff coming out. We're going to start The Boys.
Yep.
If you're a fan of Breaking Bad, we're doing that series. Season 1's already done. Completely uploaded. We're working on season 2 right now. We're 2 episodes in on season 2 that we have recorded.
Go check those out if you haven't already.
Yeah. Go check those out. Give us some recommendations. Go check out the new video that we did for Scream, the trip to the movie. I think
Yeah.
that video will be fun.
Thanks for being on the journey for The Last of Us.
Yeah. Hope you guys stick around. Hope you guys stick around for some other journeys. Give us some recommendations and we'll throw them to the list. We've added everybody else's to the list. We got a
Yeah.
decent list of stuff we're going to watch, so. Yeah, we got some shit to do.
We hope to see you guys when season 2 comes out.
Yeah, we'll still be here.
Hopefully we're better by then.
Hey, we just keep it real here, you know? We're not professional. This is just what we are. Love it or hate it, this is what we are. This is what you got.
Yep. We hope to see you
Next time.
Until next time.
Until next time. Peace.
Peace.